Good evening to all and welcome to the session. Before we go to the actual session, I would like to talk about the new batches. What are the new batches starting from 5th January? These batches are from top educators, top batches, starting from 5th January. SSC CGL complete batch, SSC CGL and CHSL 2021 exams, SSC CPO 21 exam, complete batch on general studies, all SSC 21 exams, foundation batch SSC MTS 21-22 exams, target SSC stenographer, complete batch, complete preparation batch of all subjects for SSC CGL and CHSL, super platinum batch for SSC CGL and CHSL 21-22. Good evening. Delhi Police Constable 21-22 complete batch. Two iconic features. One is a raise hand feature. The second one, ask a doubt by Unacademy. This is a very useful feature. Ask a doubt feature is now available on Unacademy website for all our learners in SSC exam. We heard you and upgraded the Unacademy Ask a Doubt feature to suit your needs. You can ask up to 3 doubts at a go, get solutions in preferred language, submit your doubts through the Unacademy website or the learner application. These are the test series. All are free, you don't have to pay. Only thing you have to check the days and the time slots. A raise hand feature goes with those who take the subscription. Every Sunday, Unacademy conducts a scholarship test, SSC Combat, and 2nd January, there is one at 12 noon, a reasoning marathon. You have to answer 30 questions in 40 minutes. Available in Hindi and English, you can win scholarship from a pool of 1 crore. Big surprise for SSC aspirants coming soon. What it is, I myself don't know. We have to wait with our fingers crossed. Unacademy New Year surprise, stay tuned. These are the subscription offers, and if you use my referral code Murthy10, you get 10% discount. All set, let's crack it. We'll go to the actual session. Please have a look at the first question, try to spot the error. Good evening. Looks like you're the only one right now, Mr. Chauhan. Please have a look at the first question. Mr. Gupta with his wife and younger brother were present at the station. Good evening. We have Kaushal. Mr. Gupta with his wife and younger brother were present at the station. Where is the error? A good question. Many questions are quite challenging. You have to know the rules. And this session I have brought grammar-based questions, vocabulary-based questions. It is going to be quite enriching. So Mr. Gupta, what is the subject here? There are two subjects. One is Mr. Gupta. The other one, his wife and younger brother. But there is a conjunction, the word with. When you use words like with, along with, together with, as well as, and so many are there, to join two subjects, the verb agrees with the first subject. In this example, what is the first subject? Mr. Gupta. Mr. Gupta is singular. Then we cannot use were, it should be was. Mr. Gupta was. Namaskaram. Who is this? Oh, you're here. Mr. Gupta. After that, whatever you see, because of the word with, put in brackets. Now you ask the question, is it Mr. Gupta were or Mr. Gupta was? Obviously, Mr. Gupta was. So what is this question about? Subject, verb, agreement. Here the verb agrees with the first subject, that you have to know. If you know the rule, it's an easy question. If you don't know the rule, it's a difficult question. Exactly. With, along with, together with, as well as, besides, in addition to, like, unlike, so many are there. 3 summons have been issued by the district court, but he has not turned up yet. This is also a very good question, not easy to answer. You have to know something, only then you can. Kaushal has answered. I want others also to respond. This is a very good question, in fact. Yes, very good. Here, a lot of students may think there is an error. They may not get it actually. A lot of students may think the word summons, plural, so plural verb, nothing wrong in the first part. But there is an error in the first part itself. What is it? Listen carefully. Summons, singular. You'll be surprised to know that. What is the plural of this? Summonses is a plural form. Based on that, we cannot say summons, we have to say 3 summonses have been issued by the district court, but he hasn't turned up yet. Nothing wrong with the second clause. Summons is a singular form, summons is plural. Here we have to use a plural form. What is the reason? 3 have been. So, an important question is based on knowledge related to nouns. Very important. Summon is a verb that has a different connotation. Summon someone, ask someone to be present. As a verb, it is different. Here we are talking about the word as a noun. These kind of clothes are rather expensive for me to buy. This is an easy one, should not be a problem. Yes. Here we have the demonstrative adjective in the plural form. Demonstrative adjectives are 4 in number. What are they? This, these, that, those. This, that, singular. These, those, plural. These kind of clothes plural, are plural verb. But here kind is in the singular form, that is not correct. We have to say, these kinds of clothes are rather expensive for me to wear. Kinds is the right word. What is this question about? It is about word forms. A right word, a wrong form. Kind is not correct, it should be kinds. My brother finds it difficult to pass away the time at her grandparents' house. My brother finds it difficult to pass away the time at her grandparents' house. Where is the error? Exactly. Pass away has got a different meaning altogether. You cannot say pass away. Pass the time. Pass away means what? It comes under euphemism, to die. He passed away. He passed away yesterday. What does it mean? Yes, it's rather funny. He died yesterday. Here we cannot use the word away. Pass the time. My brother finds it difficult to pass the time at our grandparents' house. Then it is correct. So, what is this question about? It comes under what we call a redundancy. Unnecessary use of the word away. Away is not required here. Not at all. In fact, little knowledge of playing volleyball that she possessed proved to be helpful at the time of inaugural match. This is quite challenging. You have to understand the context. It is based on contextual awareness. Contextual awareness. Very good. I appreciate within no time. That's wonderful. Here it talks about whatever she knows, specific, something specific. Then you have to recollect. The moment you see the word little, you should become alert and you have to recollect little, a little, the little. Little means hardly anything, almost nothing. It has a negative connotation. A little means at least some. The little means specific. Whatever is there, whoever is there. Huh. So, based on that, the little knowledge, the little knowledge of playing volleyball that she possessed proved to be helpful at the time of inaugural match. Answer is the little knowledge of playing. Where is the error? A little knowledge. No, 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 no. It is not a little. It should be the little. The little knowledge, specific, very specific. A little knowledge of playing volleyball that she possessed. No, no. It talks about whatever she knows that is specific to her. Based on that, it should be the little knowledge of playing volleyball that she possessed proved to be helpful at the time of inaugural match. I hope you guys got it. Good evening, Balu Nayak. Whether it is just volleyball or knowledge of playing volleyball, it has to be the little. The reason being, it is something very specific. I hope you guys got it. Because it talks about that proved to be useful. Whatever she knows or whatever she knew proved to be useful. We cannot use a little. I hope you guys got it. The practice of starving the children in order to cure diarrhea also aggravates the situation. There is an error. It is not the second option. Who is this fourth option? Yes. Answer is the fourth option. What is the reason? There is one important rule. When it comes to articles, the fourth dimension, first one you have to learn how to use a, then you have to learn how to use an, then you have to learn how to use a definite article, the, but it doesn't stop there. The fourth one, omission of articles. There are about 10 rules which are very important from the exam point of view. And one of them, we should not use any article before plural countable nouns. No article before plural countable nouns. Child singular, children plural. You can count. Based on that, it's a general statement, but brackets you have to remember. Generally speaking, specific, you can use a definite article the. General statement, we cannot say the children or curious. Wrong. A general statement we have to say children are always curious. Children are always inquisitive or curious. It talks about general, it's a general statement. The practice of starving children in order to cure diarrhea also aggravates the situation. It's a fact, general, not specific. We are being general. It's a general statement. The practice, general, of starving children, general, in order to cure diarrhea also aggravates the situation. It's a fact, present tense. That's why you see the verb with the letter S. Good evening. Oh, how are you? After a long time. Who is this? I feel a little uncomfortable to say that. I hope that you got it. It is not specific, it is general. She said that she was glad to be here that evening. Whenever you come across words like said, asked, told, ordered, requested, warned, etc., you have to think of indirect speech. Here, fine, thank you. Here, said, it is a reporting verb. You have to become alert and you have to recollect the rules related to indirect speech. It's a statement. She must have said, she was glad to be here that evening. I'm glad to be here this evening. Present changes to past, and here changes to there. But here past changes to past perfect. Let us have a look. She said that she was glad to be here that evening. Actual statement, I will write here, then you understand. She said, I am glad to be here this evening. This is the actual statement. I'm glad to be here this evening. I'm glad present changes to past. Here changes to there. This changes to that. So present has changed to past, no problem. And here hasn't been changed, not correct. This has changed to past, that, no problem. So where is the error? Here we cannot say, here we have to say there, to be there. I hope you guys got it right. Simple, very simple as that. If I will get an opportunity, I shall attend the seminar. This is also an easy one, should not be a problem. Exactly. You have to know that. That's what I tell students. Whenever you come across questions related to voice and speech, you have to know if there's a sentence in passive voice, you have to know what it is in active voice. If you have a sentence in indirect speech, you have to know what it is in direct speech. Then you're ready for the exam. Whenever you come across the word if, you should become alert and you have to think of what? Conditionals. And when you think of conditionals, you should always look at the main clause. What is the main clause over here? I shall attend the seminar. I shall or I will. Which tense is this? Main clause is in future tense. If the main clause is in future tense, then you have to tell yourself it is open conditional. And what is the pattern that goes with open conditional? Main clause future tense and if clause present tense, not future tense. Based on that, if I get an opportunity, I will attend the seminar, or if I get an opportunity, I shall attend the seminar. I hope you guys got it. You can't afford to miss this one. These are all easy questions because they are based on rules. All of you remember, questions based on rules are very easy. Questions based on context, very difficult. You cannot handle. You got to read a lot. This is a very good question. Yes, not only third person singular. Will, you have to recollect the rule. Will and shall go only with I and we. Only will goes with you, he, she, it, and they. All these we use will. First person singular, first person plural, we use will, shall. I, we, you can use will or shall. Only will, you, he, she, it, they. That rule you have to recollect. 9. First option. Again, if, then you have to become alert. You have to look at the main clause. What is the main clause here? Would plus have plus verb, past participle. That means it is past conditional. Past conditional, we use would plus have plus verb in the main clause, and we use past perfect tense. Past perfect tense for the if clause. I have had is present perfect. I had is past tense. I did have past emphatic. What is the past perfect? I had had. Who has chosen the third option? I appreciate all those students. That is the answer, no second thoughts about it. A lot of students may think the moment they see, I had money. First reaction, had, something is wrong. Nothing wrong with this. This is past perfect tense. So, what is the answer? If I had money, I would have bought this car. As simple as that. Hope you guys got it. Ram Ram. Exactly. I have money present. I had money past. I have had present perfect. I had past perfect. I will have future. You will have in future. The others, let me give no improvement means you have to look at a particular word. The others shook their heads and made vague noises of approval. You have to decide whether the word shook is right or wrong. If it is right, no improvement. If it is wrong, one of the options. Who is this fourth option? Very good. What is a clue for you? Approval. When you approve, then you have to use the word nod. Nodded their heads, not shook. Shake does not convey that approval connotation. Yes, that's what I said. Hung, not at all correct. Turned around, not correct. No improvement, not correct. Answer is the fourth option. The others nodded their heads and made vague noises of approval. Approval is a clue for you. Based on that, you have to choose the word nodded. To be taken to asylum. Making pies and cakes, Mrs. Kumar's specialty. This is also a good question. Let's see how you're going to respond. No one has answered question number 11. Oh, now I see the response. The regular pattern, how do we write the same sentence? Mrs. Kumar's specialty, making pies and cakes. Now it becomes easy for you to answer. Mrs. Kumar's specialty is what? Is making pies and cakes. Based on that, answer is the second option. Usually, what happens in English, there's a basic pattern. What is that pattern? Subject, verb, object. We always usually begin the sentence with the subject, but sometimes the subject comes at the in the middle of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. That way, it becomes a little confusing and difficult. But answer is it is her speciality. Exactly, we might get deceived by looking at exactly. Ever since Rashmi's parents died, her maternal grandparents had all her needs. Good evening, Sacha Prasad. Ever since Rashmi's parents died, her maternal grandparents, mother's side, paternal father's side, had seen off, seen through, seen to, seen by. A little confusing, but let us see. No, answer is the third option, not the second option. I think not the fourth option. Maternal grandparents had seen to all her needs. See to someone's needs means to take care of. Answer is the third option. Seen of, seen through, seen by, not correct. It's a question based on phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are not easy. You got to learn and remember, and they're very confusing. Sunita told me that, see, you have here told. Once you focus on the reporting verb, it becomes so easy for you to spot the error or select the right word. Oh, no, no. Question number 13. I've just told you guys, whenever you come across said, told, ordered, requested, asked, you have to think of speech, narration. Here, the reporting verb, you should always be alert whenever you come across a reporting verb. What is a reporting verb here? Told. It is in past. Then you cannot expect shall, will, would, or should. Should is ruled out. Will changes to would. She must have said, she said to me, I will go to Chennai next month. She told me that she would go to Chennai next month. Here it should be would. Answer is the first option. There is a clue. Told is a clue here. The moment you see, you know that there is a reporting verb. That's why I said whenever you come across words like said, told, asked, warned, ordered, requested, when you see all these, any of these, you have to become alert and think of narration, indirect speech. Then you have to have the ability to think what the actual statement might have been. That's why I said that ability is very important. Sunita said to me, comma, inverted commas, I will go to Chennai next month. That changes to Sunita told me that she would go to Chennai next month. Or it could be, I will go to Chennai come next month. Actually, they should have changed to coming month. But still, it is easy to make out. There is a clue, in fact. How much money since the death of your father? I don't know how you guys answer the questions, but when I read a sentence, I look for the clues. Certain words I try to catch. Once I spot in a particular word, I know how to look at the sentence, how to spot the error. Now try to get question number 14. You can't afford to miss this one. 14.2. Who is that? If the reporting verb is in present, present perfect, or future, tenses don't change. What is a clue here? See, all these questions are very easy. All of you remember any question based on grammar rules? Very easy to answer. Only thing you have to be alert and you have to read the sentence meticulously. The clue for you, since, whenever you come across two prepositions, since, for, you have to think of two tenses, either present perfect or present perfect continuous. In this context, we cannot use present perfect continuous. Since the death of your father, you have to use, that means from the past till the time given, you have to use present perfect tense. You have wasted, that is affirmative. It's a question, you cannot use affirmative form. Did you waste? Past tense. You wasted, that is grammatically not acceptable. So, what is the answer? How much money have you wasted since the death of your father? It is present perfect tense. Easy question. You can't afford to miss a question like this. Everyone was greatly astonished Roshni's awkward behavior during the wedding ceremony. Exactly, interrogative. Surprised. Astonished means what? Surprised. Surprised takes a preposition at. Astonished also takes a preposition at. This is a question based on prepositional combination. Easy question. Astonished at. Exactly. Could be. Geeta had been dancing at the party a little more than usual. Whole context goes into the past. Yes, Nagamani, right. Astonished, surprised, startled, they all take at. Please go to question number 16. Geeta had been dancing at the party. Not exactly. I will give a clue. There is an error in the second part. Nothing wrong with the first part. We don't know the context. If you correct this one, no. There is one more error. That is actual error. Look at the sentence very carefully. Please read the sentence meticulously. You have got so many times questions based on little, a little, the little, few, a few, the few. The moment you see the word little, you should become alert. Does it make any sense? Geeta had been dancing at the party little more than usual. Please answer my question. It does not make any sense. You have to use a little more than usual. Then it makes sense. If you don't use the article, the sentence has no meaning at all. I hope you guys got it. You can't afford to miss a sentence like this. You focused on had been. We don't know the exact context, but if you choose this one, you are ignoring the actual mistake. Holy water. So here, Geeta had been dancing at the party a little more than usual. You cannot say little more than usual. That is not correct. I'm surprised. Chauhan has got it right, a little more. Question number 17. It is not worthy the company's reputation to compromise on quality for the sake of profit. This is rather easy, should not be a problem based on, I don't want to complete. First you answer, then I will tell what it is based on. It is not worthy the company's reputation. This is based on a standard phrase. Worthy of, no, no, no. That pattern is not correct. No doubt there is an error in the first part, beyond any doubt. But what is the error? That you should be able to tell. There is a standard phrase. What is a standard phrase? It is not worth doing. He is not worth talking. Have you heard of these patterns? It is not worth doing. It is not worth going there. Based on that, it is not worth the company's reputation. What is the correct expression? It is not worth the company's reputation. It is not worth doing that. It is not worth going there. He is not worth talking. Typical expressions that go with conversational English. Her heart was pounding as he stopped in front of her. This is a strange sentence, but you can spot the error. You should be able to spot the error. Yes, it is worth going there. Going is not a verb. A verb ing form used as a noun, then we use the word gerund. 18c, obviously. Her heart was pounding. Pounding means what? To beat very fast. Her heart was pounding, thumping also you can say. As he stopped in front of her, one word is missing. Which one is that? In front of, that is a prepositional phrase. We have to use a preposition in front of. Poor girl, she must have got frightened. Who is this? I appreciate your sense of humor. The company which has won the government contract also plans to invest with power sector. That is an easy one, should not be a problem. One reading, you should be able to spot the error. The company which has won the government contract also plans to invest with power sector. Many questions are based on prepositional combinations. If you are good at that particular topic, easy to answer. The company subject which has won the government contract, nothing wrong, clause, also plans, this is a clause. The company also plans to invest. Invest with or invest in? What is the preposition you have to use? Invest. Government contract, no problem. Government's contract, no, government contract. Here the error, invest in power sector. Invest in power sector. The verb invest takes a preposition invest in, not with. So what is the question about? It is about preposition combination. Government contract, no problem with that expression. If I can see you, I'm sure you would be looking beautiful, Naina said. You have to understand the context. What is wrong with the first part? Read very carefully. I'm sure you would be looking beautiful. Here you have to think of whenever you come across if, you got to be alert, and I'm sure you would be looking. I think if I can see it is in present, then I'm sure you would be looking. Would is here, but you cannot correct based on the if clause. You have to correct based on the main clause. Main clause, you see would. Answer my question, which conditional are you supposed to think of? In the main clause, you see the word would, then you have to think of hypothetical, hypothetical conditional. What is a pattern that goes with hypothetical conditional? Main clause we use would, and if clause we use past tense, not present. Based on that, here it should not be can, it should be if I could see you, I'm sure you would be looking beautiful. Do you guys remember hypothetical conditional? If I had money, I would go there. Main clause you have would, then if clause you have to use past tense. Usually I give the example, if you work hard, you will get success. Open conditional. If you worked hard, you would get success. Hypothetical conditional. This is based on hypothetical conditional. I hope you guys got it. Please answer my question. That is an easy one, but you guys have missed it. I don't know why. Now, a few questions based on vocabulary. These are the words you're going to learn. More, in fact. 25 words you're going to learn. Be prepared for that. Yes, you have to revise your conditionals. You're going to learn about 25 words, but depends on the time factor. A person who works for an employer for a fixed period of time in order to learn the particular skills needed in their job. So, what is the right word? It is not laborer, it is not worker, it is not employee. Answer is the fourth option, apprentice. Very good. A word or practice that has gone out of use. This is a good question, a little confusing. A word or practice that has gone out of use. Here, the clue for you, a word or practice. Then you cannot use absolute, you cannot use old fashioned, of course, it is a general term. You have to decide between obsolete, outdated. It should be, but it talks about word or practice that has gone out of use. Look at the word or practice. Then you cannot say obsolete. Obsolete goes with machinery, machines, gadgets, technology, obsolete technology. But here the question is about word or practice. Hope you guys are listening carefully. When it comes to one word substitutes, every word is important. Based on that, answer is outdated. Outdated practice. We don't say obsolete practice. Do you understand what I say? Outdated fashion. We don't say obsolete fashion. Outdated word. We don't say obsolete. Thank you very much. Who is this Mahar? Thank you. Thank you very much. When it comes to one word substitutes, I would like to reiterate please be careful, cautious, read the sentence meticulously, and try to get the right word. One who is new to a profession, one who is new to a profession. And always remember, haste makes waste. You got to be a little cautious. What is the answer? Very good. Answer is the third option, tyro. You can also say novice. No. Answer is the third option, tyro, or another word, novice. And there's an idiomatic expression. What is it? Greenhorn. He is a greenhorn. It doesn't mean that he has green horns. It means he's a beginner, one who is new to a profession. Nuances means subtle shades, subtle differences. The letter B is silent. Pun, an important word. This is not the answer. This is not the answer. But I will spend a few minutes. I will tell you something interesting. English culture, English conversation is known for puns. When two English people meet, they use a lot of puns in the conversation. Then you may ask, sir, what is the meaning of the word pun or the plural form puns? Means jokes or riddles. Riddles means puzzles. Jokes or riddles based on homophones. Pun means what? A joke or a riddle based on homophone. And Britishers, they use a lot of puns in conversation English. I'll give one example. Why is Sunday the strongest day? The question, why is Sunday the strongest day? Answer, Monday to Saturday you consider weekdays. But if you take the word week, the other week, because other days are weekdays, Sunday is the strongest day. Have you got it? Why is Sunday the strongest day? Because other days are weekdays. If other days are weekdays, obviously Sunday has to be the strongest day. So that's what we call a pun. Hope you guys got it. One more, then we'll go to the next question. Usually we wear sunglasses outdoors during summer. Why did the master have to wear sunglasses in the classroom? The master wore sunglasses in the classroom. Why? Because the students are very bright. Have you got it? Because the students are very bright. Bright has got two different meanings. Now let us go to a speech or a presentation made without previous preparation. Yes, I got it. Once a week. Because the students are very bright. A speech or a presentation made without previous preparation. Extempore, not extempore, extempore. Means what? Spontaneous. Spontaneous, a word, simple word, spontaneous, extempore. Off the cuff. Off the cuff. That is an idiomatic expression. Impromptu, very good. Who is that? Yes. Answer is the third option. Euphemism, saying something harsh in a nice way. Something sounds harsh, you don't want to say that, you say the same thing in a nice way. That is known as euphemism. If you say he died, it sounds a little harsh. If you say he passed away, sounds better. That is what we call euphemism. Deploy means to place in position. Who is this? It goes with police, it goes with soldiers. Imagine there's a problem in a particular city. Immediately, the local government deploys police, deploys soldiers so that they can handle any eventual unwanted situation. Left handed complement, yes. Obituary, you all know this, related to death, death notice. Not the answer, not the answer. Soliloquy, solo means alone. Loquy goes with talking. Self talking, someone talks to himself, then we use the word soliloquy. What time is it? I have another session at 6. So I would like to stop here. And there's one more session, 7:30 to 8:30. I will continue from here. Do remember question number 4. Is that okay? Please say yes or no. I want you guys to respond. Oh, I have to go. Give me a minute. If you want the same thing, I'm going to do that 7:30 to 8:30. I don't want to say that. I feel so uncomfortable. Please come out with your actual name. This is Unacademy SSC channel, YouTube channel SSC, Unacademy SSC channel. Same session will be continued 7:30. Do join. Thank you very much. How can I say that?